Rainbows, welcome back to my channel. So tonight my family and I are doing a photo shoot. So obviously I need to do my hair. It's looking a little bit like a hot mess at the moment. And I've got a new styling tool that is actually a workmate's and she lent it to me. But I thought I might as well film with it and show you guys kind of my thoughts and my first impression of using it, because no doubt you probably would have heard of this already, which is the GHD Oracle. So this sold out pretty much like instantly, and basically it is meant to like revolutionize the way that you curl your hair. It almost looks like one of those crimpers in a way, just with one prong, if you guys can see there, if it wants to focus. And I haven't really played around with it much or used it much, so here today to do it. I'm just going to turn it on. It does the usual GHD kind of sound, and it looks like you can touch these outside bits here, but possibly these shiny bits there are going to be quite warm as well. So I washed my hair already today, just kind of blasted it dry. I've got some heat protection product in there already, and yeah. So normally I would curl my hair with either a GHD or my Silver Bullet, or just, you know, any kind of straightening iron. But lately, I don't know, it works for me, but then lately I just feel like either I can't be bothered or like I don't have the patience. So I really wanted to try this. And from what I've seen from the girls doing it at work, you actually put it in the hair, clamp it down, give it a slight twist and pull out. So I'm going to give that a crack and we'll just see if it works. Ooh. So there's no actual heat settings on this, it's just the one setting. I'm just doing this horizontally. Is this going to work? Oh my god. Oh, holy balls. You can kind of hear it actually as well. That's crazy. That is so much easier than doing it with a straightening iron. So, putting it in.
Mommy,
Yeah, sweetie.
More.
More? More what, sweetie?
Mommy, more.
Oh.
More.
Yeah, more's coming. More's coming, love. Oh, yeah, see, it worked. From what I've been told, when my friend at work purchased this, you actually need to do training in order for them to sell it to you. So whether you're professional or even just a normal person. Yeah, honey.
Mommy, more.
More's coming on. Yeah. You need to do training with it.
More.
More? And I think the main kind of training, I haven't personally done it, but I think it's mainly just to show you how to use it. And I think they always say to keep the tool moving on your hair. Don't clamp it in and just leave it, because obviously that's where damage is going to happen. So I am being quite quick, but some of the girls at work have also said that depending on the speed you do, depending on the angle you put it in at, every single curl can end up different. And they said that is one thing that they find a little bit challenging with it, is you end up with different curls, especially if you are wanting to do all uniform curls to then brush out and have like one of those finger wave kind of looks. So far, this seems to be working quite well. And this is me just putting it in horizontally and twisting, pulling down. It doesn't seem to grip either, which is good. I feel like my GHD is really quite grippy and it wants to yank and pull on my hair, but this one seems pretty good. Did that one even work? Seems like it works once you give it a little twist. Yeah, it's kind of, wow. It's a bit, I don't know. Definitely I can tell that they're not uniform curls. I'm gonna see if I can curl away from my face by maybe putting it in this way. I don't know if that's gonna be away from my face or towards it, or I don't know. That bit's dead straight, literally. Okay, that didn't work. So one thing I'm gathering is you don't get a lot of control in terms of what direction you want to go for it. I mean, you probably do, but you need to practice a little bit more because it's kind of hard to work out if I want this to go away from my face, how do I put it in and try and curl it? So this is a bit larger section, so it's going to be interesting to see how this handles like quite a thick section. So obviously the thicker it is, you do save time because you can work through more hair at once, but then obviously it does affect the curls as well. It does feel a little bit harder to pull through the hair with a thicker section. It seems to have curled pretty nicely. Alright, last section.
More.
More. Do you want to have a nice hot bath, sweetie? Hey, get you ready? Do you feel like having a bath? You don't want to have a bath. Another thing I feel as well, it's hard to get really close up to the root with this, especially because when you put it in and you clamp it, it like will pull up a bit higher. So if I put it in that way and clamp down, what if I put it in opposite, like upside down?
Mommy. Yeah.
And curl this way. Okay, that does not want to move on my hair at all. Why? That's so weird. Why? What is going on?
Mommy.
Yeah, sweetie. Alright, I might even just curl that bit with a straightener because I cannot for the life of me get it to go in the direction I want it to go in. Okay, so I'm going to turn this one off. It does make such a loud noise. So it does come with this little kind of heat protective slip as well, so you can close it and put this heat slip right over it and it should like all clamp in like that. Cool. Whew. Okay, definitely that was a lot quicker than I think I am with a straightening iron. Definitely a lot quicker. I think it isn't as easy as what you think it might be because there's definitely times where I did it and it did nothing and my hair was still straight. So I think you really need to play around with the speed, the angle, and just different ways that you can put it in to get the curls that you want. As well, the curls are each different depending on the thickness of the section, how fast I was going. Even if I was still doing in the same direction, it still seemed like the curls ended up a little bit different, which is weird. And trying to get this part to go away from my face seems near on impossible. Obviously you need to kind of play around with it a lot more, but at first it's like a bit, ooh. So kind of like, you know, when you started curling your hair with straightening irons, if you guys had the knack of that, at first it seemed really hard and really weird and strange, but then eventually with practice it becomes almost like second nature. So I think this could be very similar, but for the most part it is very easy to use, especially on my own hair. I feel like if there wasn't that little glitch of having some curls that didn't work or some that you can't get to go in the right direction, this would be perfect. But I think those things can probably be corrected with time and with practice. But for the most part, this is a freaking awesome tool. And if I can get my hands on my own, I probably will, because this does save a lot of time. I haven't used this in other people's hair. So yeah, I'm not sure how this would go curling on someone else's hair as well. But from what I've gathered from the other girls at work, they say there is a knack to it and it does take more practice than what you would think it would. I really like this little mini first impressions kind of review type thing. I'm not sure how much these retail for. I'm guessing they're a couple $100, but I do know here in Australia it's near on impossible to get your hands on these at the moment. They're like completely out of stock. I don't know when they've got a restocking and it's just like really hard, but girl at work got them. So thank you so much, Pam, for letting me try these out. Yes, sweetie. Oh, you draw me a picture on the chalkboard. Yeah. Alright, rainbows, thanks for watching. I love you all and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!